First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The play fake, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Oh, I like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Out of the gun now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Blake Cashman.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. coming right. This is Cook on the toss play. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this throw caught left side. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Bears.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kicker.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all. Try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nice. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
7-7, our score after 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Again, the ball.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
On the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change,
Back to throw. Knight. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throwaway.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Down and 11.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Knight. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Chicago.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they can walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Right side here, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Partner, when you're
you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Flushed out right. He completes it to Tompkins. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Knight. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. A good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it in sack or maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Knight will try and set up the screen to Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
for a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Lions 28, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. Then the Bears cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3-yard line.
Off the play fake. Knight. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Bears.
Now Cook. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Nifty footwork at the 45. Still shedding tackles. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grab.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 42. Bears.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On the carry, it's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throw here is complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
The 40, 30, past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Like you said, 3 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running for it, here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Knight.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Give him another 6. It's called for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
42-yard line.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.